Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Hi guys, Lucy Milton here and I'm back again with another interesting video. So karibu sana, you're so much welcome, and I'm very sure guys you're so familiar with this background. When you see this background, you know it's a segment called Lucy Talks. So Lucy Talks is a segment that I talk about motherhood and mostly my personal experiences. So we talk about anything and everything. So if you enjoy this story, okay, this is not a story, so yeah, it's more of my personal experiences and plus stories. So if you enjoy this segment, I have made a playlist of other Lucy Talks that I've made. You can go and watch them. So guys, obviously from the title, you know what you're going to talk about. So mostly these are things that I've experienced. Actually, it's 100% things that I've experienced. So if you see me looking down, it's because I have a notebook here. I've written some points and I'll be sipping on my tea. So this is black tea, lemon tea. So guys, let's just get into the video. So one thing why, okay, but guys, the reason why I made this video is because it's from my personal experience. I got pregnant at 23, gave birth at 24, so that obviously it's my early 20s, my prime early 20s, and this is the reason why I decided to make this video, so that if you're thinking of becoming a mom, a parent in your early 20s, you're going to learn some things so that at least you can be better prepared. Because these are some things that I wished people told me, I wish I knew. So they're not that bad, guys. Don't get a team that's a kustuka. No, they're not that bad. I love my baby and I could never change anything at all. I don't regret it. But these are things that you'll just get to know once you become a mom, especially if you are in your early 20s. So as I said, I gave birth at 24 and I got pregnant at 23. So the first thing, guys, so there are 10 things, and the first thing is that you are a child yourself. I mean, I was 23, guys, just fresh from university. I had yeah, it's not that fresh because it was about 2 years after I graduated from university. So at that point I was feeling like I'm matured, I need to be a mom. I was prepared, my relationship was and it still is good, so I felt ready to become a child. But guys, in real sense, at 23 you are a child. At 23 you need to be living life. I think that is your prime 20s. You need to be making all the mistakes that you want. It's time for YOLO, it's time for traveling, adventure. But where do you go without money at 23? But I think it's the time to be exploring the world, doing all the mistakes that I mean, at 23 it's forgivable to become to make all the mistakes. So I think, yeah, at 23 you're still a child yourself. Another point is that financial stability. So from my own side, from my personal side, at 23 I was not financially stable. Okay, I'm not financially stable. I'm not talking as if I just say now I'm in my self-actualization point or I have things figured out. No, at 23 I was financially unstable, guys. Yes, my man was making money and we were making money together, but I don't think that I was there yet. I'm still not there yet. But if you're not financially stable, please, just don't get a child in your early 20s. Get your things figured out. Focus on your career. Maybe if you're a business person, establish your business and do all the mistakes before getting a child. Because guys, I can tell you for sure, once you get a child, your career might suffer. Let's sip on that. These are the things that people don't tell you. Maybe your friends may be telling you, pata mtoto, oh, get a child, oh, it's so cute, it's adorable. By the time you are 40, him or her is already a teenager. You'll be slaying back, and having all that fun. Yes, that is true. Yeah, you may be in your 40s, your child will be a teenager. That is very true. But guys, your career, you also need to focus on your career. If you had graduated like me, you can go to and do your masters, postgraduate, maybe focusing on your in your businesses, because once you get a child, those first few years, remember you're pregnant, so become less active. And two, once you get a child, you need to rest, you need to heal fast, and you need to focus on that child, because that child becomes fully dependent on you. Like now, my baby is almost 2, he's turning 2 in March, but still he's so dependent on me. Like 70 or 80% is dependent on he's dependent on me. So if you are in your early 20s, please focus on your careers, focus on your businesses, and focus in getting financially stable before you getting a child, especially if you don't have a supportive partner, or if you're a single mom or a single dad. Please, okay, single dad, well, no, if you are a lady, mostly if you're a lady. So I think hapo tumeelewana, si ndio wase? Yes. Also guys, once you get a mom, you just feel like your friends, especially who those when you're watoto who don't have kids, you feel like maybe their lives are well figured out. You feel like their life yao is just, you feel like your life is passing by. Unafeel tu nika you're stagnant, you're not moving, your life is just about the child. You feel like your life is just basically stagnant. So, and you feel like your friends who are in their careers, they are progressing in life, they're doing well, while you're just at home. And if you're I'm talking from my perspective, so I'm not an 8 to 5, I don't work 8 to 5, so I can't talk about that. But as a stay-at-home mom who works at home, you feel like, oh my goodness, they wake up in the morning, they go to job, wewe bado uko kwa nyumba, you haven't still showered. It's actually uliwaona wakienda job, wamerudi at 5 6 there, where you're still at home. Maybe you've not even taken a bath, the child is still crying, you've not even washed the child, maybe utensils hazijaoshwa, especially if you don't have help. But luckily at that time I had help. And you feel like you messed up. Unaona, they're well dressed with makeup, and then you meet with them, they're talking about their job, and you just, they're like, yeah. So yeah, so if you're in your early 20s, better be prepared mentally, because that can really depress you, especially if you went to your university, umesoma, umegraduate kila kitu, and then you're like, I did all this just to stay at home and raise a child. Yeah. So if you don't have anything to that can bring you some income, and you're at home, that can be really depressing. So make sure before you get your child, or if you're planning to get a child, at least have some income, at least have something that you are doing. So another thing is that your Google search will be all about how to do this, how to do that, because guys, you have less experience in life, and you will mostly rely on Google. Yeah. As hata kama you have your parents and all that, they're supportive, but still you just have, you'll rely on Google. Baby meals, milestone, I don't know, these things utakuja tu kuanza Google, how do you feed a child? Oh, my child is choking, what do I do? Or because as much as you have a supportive moms, or maybe someone who is supporting you with this child, raising your child, you still have, there are things that you have to do as a mom. So, and at that point, Google will become your friend. Another thing, you'll become a doctor. Guys, motherhood makes you a doctor. And if you're in your early 20s, yeah, that's still, you'll become a doctor. You'll have to know when your child has a fever and what. So, yeah. So also, guys, you'll be told by others, oh my goodness, you're so lucky you got your child in your early 20s, and your body will snap right back because you're young, because you're in your early 20s. Look at me now. We are still struggling with baby fat. I mean, guys, it's almost 2 years, but I can say at least I've gone back to where I was, but not 100%, guys. I can tell you for sure, not 100%. Let's say like 50. And I'll never, like, guys, I'll never go back to where I was. I mean, I carried a baby for 9 months, and that baby was super heavy. None of my friends have ever given birth to such a heavy baby. The baby was super heavy. Alafu alipitisha his week, so he was overdue. Naitangwa overdue ama naitangwa what? Yeah. So he was past the 40 weeks. And stretch marks, guys, I think stretch marks can never fade away. Don't be lied. They may fade, but hazitawaisha. So if you're prone to stretch marks, I believe stretch marks, they're genetic, guys. Kuna zenye wengine watokeangi stretch marks, zinaweza tokea 1 or 2, but stretch marks are genetic. I knew that from my mom. I can see she still has stretch marks until now, 20 years plus. I'm the last born, so that means it's 26 years ago. As Jaisha, they're still, you can just see them. So just be prepared. You'll not go back 100%. Let me just tell you for sure, you will not. Yeah, your weight may go down, but remember, skin, guys, you may have loose skins, cellulite, stretch marks. So, and your bones, your back, oh god, my back is something else. Once I became a mom, my back, I can't bend over for like 10 minutes without complaining of my back. So just be 100% sure. It's not all about aesthetics or how you've lost your weight, what this. There are a lot of things. Also memory loss, but that gets better. You just forget things. You have partial amnesia. Unasahau vitu, but I think now I'm back to normal. So be prepared. What else? Your partner time will be always talking about the baby. Yeah, you know those sweet talks, sweet pillow talks, or maybe going to a date and you're talking all about yourselves, or maybe all the things that you're going to do. Yes, you're going to still talk about the things that you're going to talk to do in future, but let me tell you for sure, like 90% will all be about the baby. Oh my god, look at him. Oh my god, he's so cute. Oh my goodness, look, he's walking. Oh, he just said mama. Oh, look, hey. Yeah, everything will be all about the baby. Also, umkipatana with your friends, the talks will change. Everything will be just about the baby. So this, I don't think this one will really matters about having a baby in your 20s. I think it's just general. So you're just talking about the baby. Oh, there's no more like sweet talks. Yeah, because you too enjoy that talk. So it won't become like a burden, but those sweet talks that you have and those sweet dates that you go before getting a child, enjoy them right now, because once you get a child, those date nights, or they're not going to be the same. Aji, and you're a mom, you're a parent, especially if you're in your 20s and your mental stability is not stable, like you've not accepted that you're a mom right now. It's going to be hard, because you want to enjoy the dates like before, which is impossible because you have a child there. You'll have to feed the baby fast so that you can eat, ama you have to eat haraka haraka if the baby is still breastfeeding, ama you'll not go at all because you'll just sit and figure out all that. It's so stressful. I mean, huh? Hata kama you have a nanny at home leaving the child, your mind will still be like, has the baby slept? Has he eaten? Ama nanny is calling you. Ama you'll be calling the nanny like 100 times. How is the baby? Ako aje? Amekula? Amelala? So things will never be the same. Your mental state, it will never be the same. So another, guys, yeah, tumemaliza. Are those 10? Also, you are like gym time will be running after the baby. Hiyo ndio itakuwa gym yako, because guys, especially when you become a toddler, mtakimbizana kwa nyumba, it's not even funny. So I think that is not be affected in your early 20s, but it's just that things people didn't tell me. And I don't know who I was expecting them to, when you can expect waniambie. These are things that you just discover by yourself. Gym time will be you chasing after the child. Changing the diaper is a whole exercise. Feeding them is another one. Washing them is another one, because remember your back, and maybe this child doesn't want to kuoga, especially like right now my toddler, kuoga bath time is imekuwa stressful. I don't know why, yani tu sahi hataki kuoga. Kuwavalisha nguo, dressing them, it's another task. Yani putting them to sleep, it's another one. Hey, guys. So that will be your gym time. You'll be always on the run. You have to cook. You have to do what? Even if you have a nanny, guys, I'm telling you for sure, because I've already had nannies, I still had to do some things. Unless you just leave everything to be done by the nanny, I don't know. And I don't know how that can be possible. Also, guys, sleeping for 4 hours and less will be normal to you. Kulala 2 hours, it will be normal. 4 hours, no. So if you're getting your child in your 20s, in your early 20s, please be prepared. Don't be ati sasa now once you get a child you want to sleep, and no, you have to be prepared to sleep for 2 hours or 4 hours a day, and you're okay. Yeah. That's why you see me here sometimes with my eye bags and all that. But now, guys, we are enjoying one because my baby now sleeps throughout the night. But yes, be prepared to sleep 4 hours, and you'll be so grateful. Ukilala is off at 4 hours straight. Hata ukiamuka, you will not believe it, because you'll be so refreshed. Eh? And you'll be feeling so nice, because it doesn't come easy, especially you have a newborn. It's not even funny. And you just there seeing your partner sleep and snore, and you don't have a strong mental stability. You may feel like, I don't know, you don't even want to talk about that. So you better make sure that you're just mentally strong, because as much as you have a very supportive partner, there are some things that maybe you may do, and you may feel like I'm not getting the support that I want. So you also feel like maybe you're not doing this motherhood right. Especially, like potty training and all that. Especially now that we are in that period, you might get to your friends and like, my baby, Alisha joke to me a potty. Oh, Juni, my baby is already walking. My body is already talking. Maybe, those milestones might really, really trigger you, and you feel like maybe I'm not doing the right thing. And you may not, because you don't have those experiences. At least the older you get to hear from your friends who are already moms. Yeah. But in your early 20s, which friends have kids? Yeah. In most circles at 23 maybe, or early 20s, most of your friends don't have kids. They are partying out there, they're doing things. So you might feel like you're not doing the right thing, and you don't have people to consult. So, and that is where Google becomes your friend, and your mom becomes your friend, or someone who is older becomes your friends, because they have that experience. So I think that is it. I don't have any other. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed the talk, and I hope you've learned one thing or two. And yeah, those are some of the things that no one told me about having a child. So yes, guys, that's it for today's video, and see you on the next one. Bye.